Hey, also in the last video, we saw a few terms related to AP. We saw what is the definition of AP. We saw what is a term, what is common difference. We also saw infinite and finite APs. So in this video, we'll see what is the general form of an AP. We'll see how can we calculate the nth term of an AP. We'll also see how do we denote the last term of an AP. Okay, so I have taken the same example where the base fare is for the first kilometer it is 50 rupees, and for each subsequent kilometer it is increasing by 20. Okay, so here I am denoting the first term by A1, second term by A2, third term by A3. So let's say for nth term I am denoting it by AN. Okay, so nth term of an AP, it means it will be denoted by AN. Now, let's find out the common difference of this, the general form of common difference. So, common difference, if I want to know the common difference, I will subtract A1 from A2. A2 minus A1 equal to D. Common difference is denoted by D. So, D equal to A2 minus A1. So, let's say this is A2 is the nth term of an AP. So we can say AN minus AN minus 1 equal to D. So common difference is basically AN minus 1 equal to D. So this is the current term and this is the previous term. If we subtract the previous term from the current term, we'll get the D. If we subtract the previous term from the current term, we'll get the D. Now, we already saw infinite and finite APs. We also saw the examples of it. Today, we will be now seeing the general form of an AP. So, A1, A2, A3 and AN, these can be written like A1 can be written A1. Now, A, because the base term is A, the second term can be obtained. A2 can be obtained by adding D to the first term. So our first term is A. Now if we add D to it, this is basically our second term. This is A2. Third term A3 will be obtained by adding D to the previous term. So A plus D plus D. In the same way, the fourth term will be obtained by adding D to the previous term. So A plus D plus D plus D. Now we'll simplify this. It will be A, comma, this is the first term. Second term A plus D. Third term A plus 2D. Fourth term A plus 3D. So this basically, whatever we have achieved is called the general form of an AP. Now, nth term of an AP. So if you see, let's take this one. This one was A1, A2, A3. This one was A1. This one was A2. This one was A3. So in normally if you see, just consider this. A3 equal to A plus 2D. Okay. Let's say 3 is N. We denote 3 by N. Then N equal to A plus, this is 3 minus 1. So N minus 1 D. So this is how nth term can be calculated. You might think like, when do we need to calculate this nth term? So let's say I was traveling for around 10 kilometers. This is for first 5 kilometers this series. But let's say I'm traveling for 10 kilometers. So for 10 kilometers, what will be my total price will be calculated by A10. So this is where this will be helpful. So nth term is this one. So for the last term of an AP, usually when there is a finite series, finite AP, in that case, last term is denoted by L. Okay, so here this AN also can be denoted by L. It's just for convenience. And one more thing I want to add, that in some textbooks common difference is D is mentioned as AK plus 1 minus AK. So don't get confused. Here it is like when we subtract, we are considering this as the nth term, and if we subtract the previous term from the nth term, we will get D. But here they are considering this as nth term. This is the main term. So they are adding, they are trying to mention that if we subtract, the current term from its next term, then we'll get the D. Okay, so this also you can remember for common difference. One more thing which I missed is that common difference can also be 0. It can be positive, it can be negative, it can be 0 as well. I'll show you one series. For example, you have a series 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. If you see 2 is attained by adding 0 to 2. So here the common difference is 0. That's why we are getting the same number every time. So other than plus minus, the common difference can be 0 as well. Please keep this in mind. So that's all for today. Thank you.